Like we was doing percentage, and you multiply this percentage times the money. I like you using calculators, but if you get a number, you're saying, oh, 205 times 0.01% a year, and I get a million. Does that make sense? Even if I raise that to 100, you think you're going to get $1 million? The percentage is too low. So you do need to think, even if you use a calculator, you got to say, does my answer make sense? Does my answer make sense? Okay, how about, anybody know how to rewrite bar notation? Where am I putting the bar over? I'm sorry, Keto raised hand.
Over 912. Over the numbers that repeat.
Yeah, 912. So that's elementary. I'm not going to go with that one. Not going to do that one. Any questions on the next two? I think y'all got that. Oh, we do need to know this. Prime numbers. Because your game has to do with prime numbers. Can someone tell me, who has not answered yet, what are the first 10 prime numbers in the number system?
Is there somebody particular?
First 10. Who can name the prime numbers? Darius, you want to take a shot? 1. Name 10 of them. 1. What's the next one? 2. I can't hear you, doggy. 3. Someone help them out. What's the next one? 5. Another one? 7. Is 9 prime? Why is it 9 prime?
Can we pause that for now, please? Thank you.
9 is prime because I can divide it by 3, so it's not a prime number. Right? If you can divide a number into a prime number, it's not a prime number. So what are the next prime numbers on this one? 23, nothing goes in that. Except for 23. 29, what's the next one? 33 is divisible by what number? 11, so it can't be 33. 5 is divisible by what number? 5, right?
37.
37. Yeah, let me see. 30, well, we've got one. 30.
31.
31, right. 31 is not divisible by anything, right? Then I just go through it. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Prime numbers. You gotta need to know your prime numbers.
Out the 41, they're going to be 43.
43?
Yeah,
Cameron,
ma'am.
what's the next one?
After what?
Oh, 47. I know you had your hand up, so I'm sorry. 43. So you're going to need to know your prime numbers when we do our game, okay? I like this review because it's going to be reviewing everything we're going to be going into. Okay, let's go down to 8. This is you probably need your calculator for this one, or you can guess. 24 out of 199 is what percent? How would you?
25%.
25%. You can, I would just say 25 out of 100. That's close, right? It's closer to 25%. It might be 24 point something, but it's close to 25%. How about number 9? 12%. Michael. Michael. 40? B. What does of mean in multiplication? I know in math. Of. When you see of, what do you know you're supposed to do? Dominique, I heard it. Multiply. So 12% times 400. What is the way I can do this without a calculator? Raise your hand if you know. You can do this without a calculator. How can you do this? Anybody know what 12 times 4 is? You know? Miguel, what's 12 times 4, guys? Are we stuck?
48.
48. So if I know 12 times 4 is 48, and I have these two zeros, 12%, 2 decimals, 48. Right there. Okay, I didn't get that right.
48 on options. 80. I think it's 15.
Well, the answer's not there. Oh, it says estimate. Well, if I estimate, I don't like this, but I would say 48. If you want to estimate the closest this sheet right here. There's only 4 definitions and then fill in the blank, Cameron. Let's fill in the blank. I'm going to fill in the blank. You can't fill in the blank and then we'll play that game with the dice. Miss Julie, can you pass out glue sticks? These glue into your composition notebook. Composition notebook. Raise your hand. It's called probability formula. We're just going to fill in these blanks so we know the definitions, and then we will do an activity. So we're doing this paper up here on Google Classroom. Divided by the number of opportunities. That is already on your paper. Like, oh, we can't see the dial here. So what's the probability? What's the probability of rolling a blue? In case someone I haven't heard, Ayana. What's the probability of rolling a blue using this spinner? How many colors are there? So what's the probability of rolling a blue? How many blues? How many blues you have? One blue. So the probability, and this is how you write it, the probability, you see a P, of rolling a blue equals 1 blue divided by the total, which is 5. This is what this means, okay? The probability of rolling a blue equals 1/5. So you can put that example on your board. And I don't want to spend a lot of time on these definitions because I want to get to your game. So on there it says, can someone read that and tell me what the blanks are? And this experiment is a, here, y'all, you cheat. Let's try to do the definitions. Go ahead. You just fill in the blanks and just tell me what the blanks are. I don't need to do that. Y'all can do that yourself. Y'all is going to do this for me. I'm giving you the paper so you don't forget.
Okay, an experiment is a situation involving change or probability that leads to results or outcome.
So underline the blanks for that. We're going to spin the wheel and get a color. That will be your experiment. Okay? Everyone got those blanks filled in? These are going to be checked on in your notebooks. They're going to be checked. And I check the notebooks. Okay. Teacher, are we ready for the next one? You can't wait for them. You have a good class to be all day. Okay, next. So if I ask you what's the probability of rolling a blue, I mean, if you spin the wheel and you get a blue, that's called an outcome. If you spin the wheel and get a red, red is your outcome. That's what happened. It's what actually happened in the experiment. If you roll the dice and get a 3, the 3 is your outcome. That's what happened. Okay. Class ready? We're just filling in blanks. Don't take no time.
It said an event is one or more outcomes or an experience.
Right. Only one or more outcomes, the event. Done? Right. Easy. Easy.
Probability is the measure of how likely an event is.
Right. So the probability of rolling a blue is 1/5. You can change that to a percent. How do you change a fraction to a percent? Raise your hand if you know. Divide the denominator by numerator, and then what? I want a percent. What do I? Times 100. So 1/5. The probability is that it's 1/5. But if you want it a percent, it's 20%. Thank you, Ayana. Okay, that's it. So now, everyone should have 2 dice on their desk, and you should have this sheet right here. It's called primarily odd. That's a game we're going to play. Each group should have 1 sheet. Y'all in your sheet? So to start off with the name of your group together on the sheet. Make sure your notes are glued into your composition notebook. That's why I gave you the blue score. All cell phones, you shouldn't need a cell phone anymore. You don't need a computer. All you need is the 2 dice and this sheet right here with your names on it. Is Wally here? Yeah. Ayana, can you join? I'm going to let you choose any group you want. You don't want to join? I said, oh, okay. I'm going to let you join any group you want. All right, are we ready? So I can explain the game. And don't tell me how fair the game is. I don't want to. We're just going to play this game, okay? So first part of the game, you need to write your group name, the people in your group. Then you're going to write all the combinations that you can get with 2 dice, right? And 1, 2 is not the same as 2, 1. Okay? Just like, you know, 1, 2 is not the same as 2, 1. So you're going to write all the combinations you can get with your die, and you're going to answer these questions. Okay, about the odd sum. Sum means add. How many gives you an odd sum? How many gives you a prime sum? Now I'll explain the game. You have 2 partners. One partner gets a point every time there's an odd sum or a prime number. Like if one partner, if there's 1 and a 2, 3 is an odd sum, and 3 is a prime number. Or a prime number, that partner gets a point. The next time, the other partner, the only time you get a point is if they're both odd and prime. Okay? One partner gets a point if there's odd or prime. The other partner gets a point if they're both odd and a prime number. Everyone understand that? Yes or no? Okay? You got partner 1. When does partner 1 get a point? Right. Partner 2, when do they get a point? And prime, right? And both conditions have to be true for partner 2 to get a point. Everyone see that? Okay. So go ahead and start. Y'all can work together, figure out all the combinations you can roll. Do not roll the die yet. All you're doing is writing combinations.
No, if you get a 1 and 1, it'd be hard to
What
read.
are all the combinations we can roll those die? What's the possible outcome? Roll them down. Roll them up. Do not roll them. You don't need to roll them
Oh wait, it's the
to
sum.
find out the
So
combination.
that's 2. 2 is not odd, 2 is not prime, so no.
You don't need to roll them to figure out the combination.
So y'all, number 1 is just like, you're listing them.
Yes, number 1, you just list the combination. 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, you don't need to roll them. You don't see that? Yes, list all the combinations, guys.
Okay, so they're all the list, so it's the list of all the combinations you can get.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
I'll see who's making their list. You know what minus points? I said do not roll the die. You don't need to roll the die. You make the list. It's trying to say that. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's usually
You said no.
Make a list.
Excuse me. We're not doing that.
Okay, so you basically got overnight.
You got much more.
That's more. Basically got overnight. If you think about it, basically got
First one gets all the combinations. I'm gonna give you 2 JoJo points. First group that can give me all the combinations get 2 JoJo points. Okay? All the combinations.
Make sure he's on the right track.
Yep, got it. One group already got it. How many you got? Yeah, don't say it.
Trying to see how many points I can get right now.
Yeah. I gave this group 2 points each. They got it first.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
got all the combinations first. Okay, let's see. Help them out. Y'all work together. Don't let one person do all the work. Whisper some answers. Once you see the group working.
How many points we give me, Drew?
No, not wrong. It's just a better way of making sure you got all of them. But you can do it your way. I don't know how you think. I'm not gonna tell you how to
Thank
think.
you for the warning.
There you go. I see all the combinations. You see how they're doing it? You working with them? All right. Oh, you suggested it? Okay.
No, she started. Then I was like,
Got it.
two goes up.
Very good. Got it.
I got you one more. I can text
Any
you.
other questions?
Yeah.
You might wanna. Okay.
How many points we supposed to give?
I gave y'all two. So that way you take it care of it.
As soon as they have the combination, we get this start plan. So if you've got your list already, start plan. What does it mean to be prime? What's it mean to be odd? Figure it out. What's not okay. It's if the odds of the like one and one sum. So it's sum. It can be 6 5. And I get 6 plus 2 is 8. That's not prime. That's not prime. That's not
Odd sum is I was talking about, so you don't forget. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Then my first number could be a 2, right? So then I could go 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, and then you continue. You should have 36 combinations in that list. Make sure you have 36, okay? When I say, like the first problem says, how many outcomes result in an odd sum? You want to add these together and see if you get an odd number. If you want to, circle them. Like 1, 2 is odd, so that's 1. Right? 1, 3 is even. 1, 4 is odd, that's another one. So go ahead and circle your odd sums. If you know how many, you can do the probability. Okay? This is practice in addition. Practice in addition. If you have a question, raise your hand. If you have a question about anything, if you don't see yourself moving forward, raise your hand. Okay?
You said if you don't see yourself moving forward.
Okay. You write down all the combinations.
You just erase them all.
Well, that's understandable because y'all, you see how I said y'all was going everywhere and you would have to, it was more linear. Question?
So what we put out there?
Just have a list of your points and a list of your partner's points.
What do you mean? Oh, make a like A part to B. And who wins? Yeah, put it on. You should on the back. You're gonna do this 10 times. You're gonna roll 10 times. You're gonna roll 10 times. So you're gonna count it wrong.
She said,
Excuse me, Genoa. You're too loud. Can someone see what happened to Wally?
He's with Mr. Hall and Lloyd.
Oh, okay. One plus one is 2. Is that an odd number? Right. So 1 and 2, because that's odd. Okay, I'll play you.
What? Can you explain the rules to us?
Okay, the rules are on your paper. First, you gotta answer these questions. Which one of those sums are even? I mean, prime. Like, first circle all the odd ones, right? And then highlight the ones that are prime. So you got those odd and anybody else want a highlighter? Good way to do it. So you know. How many outcomes result in when you add these together? Marcus, is that odd? Unless you don't remember. After you circle all the odd ones, mark the ones, when you add them, they're prime. So you might want to underline those. If they're a prime number, underline them. If you don't know what a prime number is, raise your hand.
8 and prime number. Oh, I see. Thank you.
Cameron, minus 20.
Phobia.
That is another group. Roman, another group.
Phobia.
No question.
4 is not a prime number because it's divisible by 2.
have to be
So
prime
player A
and
gets a point, it's just one, right?
yours is prime or odd, his is prime and odd.
So you have to have a double. Not just a
Okay, so Michael is the hand, I'm just gonna put in the hand.
What's the prime number? We're gonna explain the prime number.
Cameron has to do it. Okay. So Michael get a point. It's either prime or odd. For Cameron. Okay, Cameron, either prime or odd. Michael, prime and odd. Yes. So like if you have a 1 and a 1. Is that odd? No, it's prime.
Some people are making us get on this with their prime numbers. I don't mind, use resources. Nobody.
Prime numbers can only be divided by 1 and themselves. Prime numbers can't be divided by anything else. If you think of 4, can it be divided by anything else?
I think this is good practice on recognizing our prime numbers and our odds, isn't it? I didn't even expect that.
Prime numbers can only be divided by 1 and itself. So like 5.
I like
How
this
can you
activity.
easily split up a 5? What is divisible by? Right, every number can be divided by 1, right? But like, okay, 5. What's Right, that's not a whole lot. It's 2. 1 can go with 5, right?
It's 8, bro.
Can 2 go with 5? Can it go with 5? No, so it's a prime. Okay, what about 6? What about 6? What can we do 6? 3 and 2, right? So 6 is a prime number? No. What about 7? Odd numbers, but there's no 6. Like 9. 9 is odd, right? What else can 9 be? So is it prime? So that would be a situation where it's odd.
If you don't know what your prime numbers are, look them up. Don't know what they are, look them up. Use your resources. Okay, so answer the question. More likely to win and why? I like that, yes.
Okay, so I like that. That's why I can't prime odd and prime.
I was just playing.
Two is the only even prime number.
It's just playing.
3 is prime. 4 is prime. 5 is prime. 6 is not. 7 is prime. 2 and 1. 3 is prime. 5 is prime. 7 is prime. 8 is
Y'all can play your game again and see if the same person switch teams, like switch people and see which one will win the next time. Switch partners, do it again.
Most of the times, most of the outlanders are I'm on my ninth roll. No more points.
Next time, switch teams. Tell me why you think the other person won and the other one did not.
I just see.
Why you think that? Yeah, okay. You can say that why. Okay, y'all should be starting making point one.
No, bro. I'm taking a dojo. Get out. Are you supposed to have this part?
I don't know why you're not need help.
Go to class. They listened to the office and then they decided to stop it here on the way up. I'm like, yeah, no.
Cameron, you are in D4. Partner have Over here, away from that. Keto, can you keep score for them too?
You need some
Are you all got dice to play neighbors? Marcus? Okay, good. Y'all too. Come on. So 1, 6, 7. Odd. Odd and prime. Who gets the point for odd and first?
Oh, we on our
I think some of y'all are playing this game wrong. Heads up.
You on A.
D, heads up. I think you're playing this game wrong. That's why Cameron's winning. What? Just hold up. Hold up. So, partner A, excuse me. Partner A is, I'm going to say or. Is that right? Part A is or?
Yes.
Partner B
It's both.
is both or and. Thank you. I like that. Both or and. So I'm just going to say if I roll 1 and a 6. Well, I'm hearing you guys. Say I roll 1 to 6. The sum is 7. Is 7 odd?
Yes.
Is 7 prime? Yes. So partner A gets a point because they're or. It only has to be. And partner B gets a point because it's both. So both people get a point. Okay? Yeah, both people get a point because it says if it doesn't say if it's odd or prime, you get a point. If it's odd or prime, you get a point. This one says odd and prime. So they both get a point. So let's choose another one. Just a minute.
I
Hold up. Hold a minute.
So it's the reverse of regular.
What if we choose
3 and 6.
okay, what if we choose 3? That's on. And 6. Okay? The sum is 9. Is it odd? Yes. So this person gets a point. Is it prime? No. This one gets no point. Okay? Because this is and. I really want you to understand what's or and what's and. Okay? Everyone understand better what the game is. So what the way you were playing, right? The way you were playing was how were you playing? If you got
If it was prime and whatever.
so if it the only time you got a point when it was prime and odd, and he got a point when it wasn't prime and odd. So that's a whole different game. So you was doing and not and. That's totally different than what this game is. So I'm gonna give you about 4 more minutes to play this game. Okay? Noah, I'm allowing you to play, but please go back to the back. Anybody else have a question about the game? Get the link. I'm gonna set the time on. You got about 4 minutes to play your game. Excuse me, Noah, let's watch our levels.
Money game.
I said if I roll 6, I get she's like, I rolled 6. I said I want to roll 6. I rolled 6. I rolled 6. I rolled 6. Give me 20.
See, you won't be getting it from me.
I rolled 6.
Please do not have your phones out yet. Class is not dismissed. It is not. Okay, make sure the paper's here. I only have 2 papers. I don't know where everyone else is. Okay. So looking at this game, who is always going to be the winner? Me. A. Adam, why? Why is A always the winner? A is or, partner B is and. Why is A always the winner? Excuse me, I said Adam. Okay. You want someone to help you? Yeah. Okay. Great. Darius, why is A always the winner?
Because they can get more points because they have B has the advantage. Without fire, they can't get the point.
Right. Say that again.
I said B, because it doesn't have a prime number, they can't get the point.
Yeah.
It's still odd.
Odd or prime, prime only. How many prime numbers are there in that list? Anyway, how many prime numbers? The total right is 36, but how many prime numbers did you get? 18 prime? Okay, how many odd numbers did you get? How many prime numbers? 15, okay. So, we're going to talk about independent and dependent events. So, when so where's the dice? If I roll a dice and roll it again, does these events depend on each other? If I roll it one time, is the probability of getting a 3, 1, 6? Yes or no? If I roll a 3, have my dice, and roll a 3, right? What's the probability of getting that 3? How many 3s on one die? Just one. One out of what? 1 out of 6. Okay, say if I get the dice again and roll again, and I get a 5, what's the probability of a 5? How many 5s are on the dice? 1. 1 out of what? 1, 6. So every time I roll, my probability is still what? 1 out of 6. No matter what I roll, every time is 1 out of 6. So we call that independent event. I'm just for tomorrow since we have time. How about this? There are 10 squares here. 10 squares. 10 squares. What's the probability of just picking one of these? 1 out of 10. Everyone see that? And if I put it back, what's the probability of picking another one? 1 out of what? 10. Okay, so those are independent. What if I take, what's the probability of getting a white one here? What's the probability of getting a white? 2 out of 10. I take it and I put it away. Now what's the probability of getting a white? 1 out of 9. Are they independent? No, because I took it and I put it away. So the first time I had 1 out of 10. The next time I had 1 out of 9. So those are not independent. They are, say it, dependent. Okay? All right, so let's do it again. What's the probability of picking a brown? I'm sorry, it's 4 browns. 4 out of 10. Okay? And I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to put it away. Pick the brown. Now, what's the probability of picking a brown? 3 out of what? 9. 3 out of 9. Is this an independent or dependent on each other? Dependent. So tomorrow we're going to talk about independent and dependent events because that's how you can tell probabilities, right? Independent and dependent events. So before we go, I need Ariana, can you pick up the folders? Dominique, thank you. He's already picking up the calculators. Everyone sit down until all the folders are picked up and all the calculators are picked up, and then we will leave and go to this problem. Thank you. What do y'all think about that game? In your opinion, can you learn something?
Yes, I learned that I was winning every time.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. It's a good introduction to probabilities.
I learned that I don't need to roll dice.
Ariana, are you?
You look, you know, I learned that you look at this.
That was cheap, man.
Make sure the paper and notes are in your, I see some that are not in your competition book. They should be in your competition book. Shimon, can I help you? Something going on? Okay. Make sure I have your primarily odd game in question. Make sure I have that.
Don't tell the spot was I'm turning it. I'm turning it. No, you didn't.
Excuse me, Mark D, you're doing good. We're almost done. Please sit down. It's not time to go. Please sit down.
Back to your seat.
Ladarius,